Hello, my name is Rosie and I work at the Natural History Museum. Today, as part of Dawnosaurs Online, we will be speaking again to Ranger Stu to learn more about some of the animals that he looks after. And today, we want to learn about animals in winter. As we go, let's learn some signs together for some of the different animals that we see. So hi Stu, how are you?
Great, thanks Rosie. It's a little bit colder than when we last spoke.
Absolutely. Last time we spoke, it was summer and we met some of the different mini beasts that live at your zoo. Now, our viewers at home really like them, and some of them even sent us some drawings. So let's have a look at some of them now.
Oh, those are some lovely drawings, guys. I love the hairy legs on that tarantula. Thank you for everyone for sending them in.
Yeah, they are awesome. So now the seasons are different and it is winter. And we want to learn about animals in wintertime. So Stu, how do your animals cope with the cold weather?
Well, some animals hibernate, and hibernation is where an animal sleeps throughout the winter. They lower their body temperature, they reduce their breathing and heart rate, and they wait for warmer weather to arrive in the spring.
Do any of your animals hibernate and sleep all of winter?
Minton, our Herman's tortoise, hibernates from December through to March every year. It's always a worrying time, but we prepare for his hibernation very carefully and we look forward to seeing him in the spring. Herman's tortoises in the wild are found in the Mediterranean, where their winters are much more mild than here in the UK. If you have a pet tortoise, you must not allow them to hibernate alone outside, or they could freeze. I take Minton, our tortoise, home with me, where I have a cupboard that stays between 5 and 10 degrees throughout the winter. Rosie, not all tortoises hibernate. Would you like to meet a tortoise that is awake all throughout the year?
Yes, please.
We're going to meet Nancy, the pancake tortoise. This is Nancy, the pancake tortoise, and they are called pancake tortoises because they are as flat as a chunky pancake. In the wild, they are found in a special habitat called a kopje, and this is made up of a massive rocky outcrop, similar to the rock that Simba from The Lion King was born on. They are also the fastest tortoise species on Earth, and if they spot a predator, they will run as fast as they can and wedge themselves in a gap in a rock.
So this animal does not hibernate at all.
No, it doesn't hibernate, although if it's very hot, they do estivate, which is similar to hibernation. And sadly, these guys are critically endangered in the wild, as their habitat is being destroyed so that houses can be built on top.
So we are very happy to meet Nancy today. Our first animal was a tortoise. Can you sign tortoise? Tortoise. Minton the tortoise is asleep, but Nancy the tortoise is awake.
Rosie, can you think of an animal that hibernates in the UK?
Can you think at home of any animals that hibernate and sleep all of winter? How about a hedgehog? Do hedgehogs hibernate, Stu?
That's right. Hedgehogs sleep throughout winter, just like Minton the tortoise. And European hedgehogs are found throughout Europe, but sadly they are in decline within the UK. There was once 36 million hedgehogs, but sadly there are now only 1.5 million.
So how can we all help hedgehogs in the cold weather?
The best thing you can do to help hedgehogs and throughout the year, not just winter, is to make your garden hedgehog friendly. Make sure you have gaps along the fence line so that hedgehogs can move from garden to garden. Try not to use slug pellets, as slugs are a hedgehog's favourite food and it could poison them. Also, make sure you check sticks or leaf piles before you have a bonfire, because it could be the perfect place for a hedgehog to hibernate.
Oh, these are really good ideas. And if at home you want to make a hedgehog home, have a look on our website and you can make a hedgehog home for your garden.
Rosie, would you like to meet another animal?
Yes, please.
Up next is Misty the barn owl. And barn owls are found throughout the world on every continent except Antarctica. And here at Cedars Nature Centre, we have two barn owls. We have Misty, the female, and Archimedes, the male. So a barn owl's favourite food are small mammals such as mice and shrews. And they can't digest all of their prey, such as the bones and fur, which they regurgitate in the form of an owl pellet. And scientists will actually cut open the owl pellet to discover what the local owls have been eating. They're able to catch these animals by flying silently. They swoop down and catch that mouse without the mouse seeing or hearing it coming. Also, owls have feathers that keep them warm. They fluff them up and keep them warm during winter.
The sign for owl is owl. Can you sign owl? Owl. Owls eat mice. Owls fly quietly. And owls have warm feathers. Okay, Stu, what animal is last?
Last, we have the holiday armadillo. So their shells are made out of layers of bone with keratin on top, which is the same stuff as your fingernails are made out of. So it goes bone, bone, bone with keratin on top. And this makes their shell incredibly strong. In 2015, somebody shot an armadillo. The bullet bounced off its shell, went through the back of a caravan, through the back of a chair, into the back of some poor lady watching her TV. And get this, it's not the only time this has happened. 1 to 5 people are injured in armadillo shootings each year.
What do they eat?
An armadillo's favourite food are ants and termites. And they use these massive claws to rip open termite mounds. They dig them open, sticking their long, sticky tongue, and eat thousands of termites a day. And they are related to anteaters. In fact, they are in the same group as anteaters and sloths. Sometimes they will eat other insects, a small amount of fruit and veg, and even occasionally a small mouse.
So the sign for armadillo is armadillo. Can you sign armadillo? Armadillo. Armadillos have hard skin. Armadillos eat ants. And armadillos have long, sticky tongues. Thank you, Stu, and thank you to all of the animals. We hope that you keep warm this winter.
Thank you, Rosie. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Wow, that was really awesome. What was your favourite animal? Was it the tortoise? Was it the owl? Or was it armadillo? My favourite animal was the tortoise. So don't forget, we also have some activities about dinosaurs on our website. We also have a new letter from our friend Adrian, so check that out. But that's it for today. You can write to us and send us drawings or even questions. Use the address at the end or hashtag Dawnosaurs on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Bye!